Hi, my name is Ed Ebreo. I'd like to share with you some ideas about competency based talent development and talent management. If you are a leader of your organization, you're probably faced with this challenge, right? How do you make sure that your people are optimally contributing to the pursuit of the vision and the mission? That they're aligned with the organization's core values and that they're able to participate in the implementation of strategic plans and goals, which should eventually lead to stakeholder happiness. This is so important that we create objectives and plans that serve as our roadmap for the realization or achievement of the company's vision. Now, having a plan is one thing, making sure that the people in our organization are able to contribute to the implementation of those plans become very important. Now you have to ask what are the competencies necessary to effectively implement the organization's objectives and plans. And once you've identified those competencies, how do you make sure that they're in place? You need to look at how you recruit people. Do they have the competencies that you need? How do you develop the people who are already in the organization so that they can level up their performance through the demonstration of the competencies that you've identified? How do you use your company's performance management system so that you're able to make your people motivated and accountable for demonstrating those competencies? And as you hire people and develop them, you have to ask if they're going to get bigger roles or responsibilities in the organizations, what are the competencies that they need so that they can become successful leaders considering the vision, mission, and strategy of your organization? And as sure as people come and go, you need to start thinking about how do we use this competency framework to help people navigate their career in the organization and eventually become ready for succession. And also, is there a possibility to motivate people to demonstrate these competencies by using reward strategies? Now, it's good to look at all these HR subsystems because there's a way to integrate them so that they work with each other cohesively rather than independently. That should lead to improved performance. And of course, nothing satisfies stakeholders more than meeting and exceeding their expectation. So I was talking about how do you integrate these subsystems. Let's take a look at this from another perspective. It starts with developing your competency framework, your organization's competency model. Okay, what are the core competencies, the leadership competencies, and the technical competencies that people should have in order to contribute to the organization's goals and plans? That should help you with determining uh, the staffing that you need and the competencies that they need so that they can participate in the implementations of your plan. And your workforce planning should let you know what are the competencies that are present and which ones are not. And if you're going to hire additional people for your organization, you can use your competency framework as a basis. But the question is, what is your strategy? What is your tactic for making sure that the people who join the organization have the competencies? So you need to have a competency based recruitment and placement strategy. In a perfect world, you are able to hire people who have all the competencies that you need in a perfect world. But sometimes you have to compromise and you have to ask yourself what are the most basic competencies, the price of admission, and which are the competencies that you can develop internally. So, you should be able to link your recruitment and placement output and use it as a basis for developing your learning and development plan or your learning and development strategy. How do you make sure that people are accountable? for the application of whatever lessons they've learned from learning and development and whatever competencies you said they have during the recruitment and placement. You have to use a competency based performance management system so that you can see if they are truly demonstrating the competencies that you need. You should be able to use your competency framework as well in developing leaders in your organization. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so there seems to be a line moving from workforce planning to recruitment to learning and development, performance management, and leadership development. But these lines don't just flow one way. They can also flow the other way. For example, as you develop leaders, you look at their performance to validate or verify if they are truly developing the necessary competencies to become effective leaders. You can also use your performance management system to determine what the learning gaps are. So the line flows back to learning and development. So if you have a good workforce planning that's competency based, recruitment, learning and development, performance management, and leadership development, that should aid you in moving people from positions to positions in your organization where they can best contribute to organizational goals and organizational performance. Seems like a lot of work, right? Yes, it is a lot of work, but there's a way to get you started and hopefully make the work just a little bit easier for you. How do you do that? Well, I invite you to attend an online workshop series that starts in July 6th. This is a course that I will be facilitating. Let me give you a bit of information about this program that I'm running. It starts with the fundamentals of competency development. This is a two session, 4 hours each, introduction to competency development, where you will learn about the process of developing a competency framework for your organization. Now, this 2 day or 2 session course is a required course if you're going to continue and complete the entire program. Once you're done with this, oh, by the way, uh, the only reason why you don't need to take this is if you already have a competency framework implemented in your organization. So you can jump to the next course. The next course is a competency based recruitment workshop that lasts for 4 hours. This happens on July 16th. So if you are in charge of recruitment or if you are interested in putting your competency framework to work in your recruitment, I invite you to attend this training. The next one would be competency based learning and development, where I'm going to share with you some of the tools and templates that I use for doing competency based learning needs analysis and developing a learning and development strategy. I'm not talking about learning and development in terms of training calendar, I'm talking about strategy. And then on July 30, I will be facilitating the workshop on competency based performance management, where you're able to link your competency framework with how you manage people's performance. And then finally, on August 6th, I will be running the session on competency based succession management. So, if you're keen on putting together a competency based approach to talent development and talent management, I invite you to attend this training that starts on July 6th and ends on August 6th. It starts at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And follow the link and get registered. And I'll see you there.